Danielle, Krisafi, Lauren White. Welcome to Water Your Garden. Thank you guys for being here.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Of course, I want to start off very generic, just getting to know you gals. So where are each of you from and how did you meet?
Sure. Actually, I'm originally from the UP, but I've been in Detroit.
A Uper.
Yeah. I've been in Detroit for maybe 12 years now. And we met like 15 years ago.
Yep, we did.
At a part-time job that we worked at, jewelry store.
Yeah.
And kind of crazy. Our paths crossed for like an hour and we were like, and we've been best friends for 15 years now.
Yeah.
When you just meet someone, sometimes you click, you just know.
Yes. That's how it was for us. I'm like, oh, we're just instant friends. So.
Lauren, where are you from?
And so I'm from Washington, Michigan.
Okay.
Yeah, been there my whole life, born and raised.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys meet at the jewelry store. Can we say what was the jewelry store? When was this?
So this was in 2010. So I was going to Oakland University, getting my degree.
Golden Grizzlies.
Yes. And it was my last year. And so obviously I was working a part-time job to help pay for school. And then met Danielle because I was transitioning out of that job and into an internship. And so I had to train her for the
first
day and in first hour. And it was my last day and my last hour. So our paths literally crossed for an hour. We just got to chatting and instantly clicked, and the rest is history, I guess you could say.
And then we started working for a skincare company for 15 years after that. So we worked together.
Oh, wow.
For a long time until we started Tallow Me Pretty together. So, we worked together before. We know, each other's like, what's it called? It's like your
idiosyncrasies, like strengths and weaknesses. Yes.
Yeah. So we were like, we need to just start something of our own.
So you guys were both interested in skincare before all of this?
No, actually, my background is in criminology.
Okay.
And hers is in marketing.
Yep.
But we fell into a company that we loved, and they sold skincare, and so we became really passionate about that.
Yeah.
For a long time.
Yeah, and built that for 15 years together. Yeah. So we've worked really closely already for 15 years until we decided to venture out on our own and do our own thing. So
working together for a skincare company, is that where the passion for skincare came in, or where did that come from?
I kind of felt like that was just something that was in our wheelhouse. We just naturally fell into it. We loved it. And, you just work where I don't know.
I think you're more on the creative side where she loved the idea of it. I think I liked the business side of it and being in sales. And then my passion for skincare kind of started from that.
Okay.
So kind of opposite ends of the spectrum, but got to the same point,
Right, right.
Well, you're talking to the right girl because I'm obsessed with skincare. So all this came about because I was at a Femology event and I saw your brand, Tallow Me Pretty, which we were going to get to. And it caught my eye because I've been hearing about beef tallow for skincare, all natural, everywhere. When was the first time that you guys heard about beef tallow as skincare? And what were your honest initial thoughts?
So I heard about it from her, and I thought she was crazy.
A lot of people, when you say it, think you are.
Yeah. So what happened was, so in 2020, so COVID, obviously like everyone clammed up inside their house, me included. I had my first daughter in 2020. And at the time, transitioning away from what we were doing, in the skincare realm, with having a baby. And then my husband's like, hey, if you want to stay home, like, I know you want to be a stay-at-home mom, that you're able to do that. And so I was so grateful for that. And I sat for about 2 weeks and I thought, oh my goodness, my wheels are turning. I would love to do something. And at that time, my daughter, who was like 9 months old, started developing eczema on the back of her arm. And I started ordering things on Amazon, and I ordered probably 15 different products, and things would work. They would help for like 3 or 4 days, and then her eczema would come back. And so I was talking to my pediatrician, and she's like, listen, you can, the thing that you can do is work on healing her gut, and you can even get on a steroid cream if you have to, but that's not really ideal because your skin can kind of get addicted to steroids. So I knew I didn't want to do that. And I started doing more research, went down a rabbit hole, and some moms were talking about tallow. I'm like, well, what is tallow? And I Googled it. I'm like, oh my gosh,
Beef fat.
People are legitimately smearing beef fat on their skin. Like, this is crazy. So I ended up hunting some down from like a farmer's market. Like, it was like back alley tallow, right?
Yeah.
So I ended up finding some, tried it on my daughter, and her skin cleared up within 7 days. And I couldn't believe it. So I was like, what is this stuff? I ended up getting a sample, taking it to my pediatrician's office.
Okay.
She fell in love with it. She became a believer. And that's where the idea in my head it just sprouted. It wouldn't stop.
I felt like you were holding on to it, waiting to like for the right time to tell me.
Yeah.
And then we were in her living room one day and she goes, hey, we should start a company. I'm like, okay, what? And she's like, with tallow, and call it Tallow Me Pretty. And I love a play on words.
So
and I was
good.
like, okay, the name sold me. Let's do it. And I think a week later we had our LLC and everything was in our website. And
Yeah, it was wild.
yeah.
Just making things happen.
Yeah.
That is so amazing, though, that within 7 days it cleared up your daughter's eczema. So, and did it stay clear? Like, are you still using beef tallow to this day?
I do, but honestly, she doesn't need it very often. It's
Yeah.
when she gets a mosquito bite or, you know, sunburn, things like that. But yeah, she doesn't even need to rely on it because it's just gone. And obviously, we're working on healing her gut too.
Mhm.
I feel like most skin issues they start in the gut, but your skin still needs support through that process, right? So yeah, her skin's been amazing ever since. And now my second daughter, who's now 2, the only thing that has touched her skin, lotion wise or diaper rash cream wise or anything, has just been tallow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so you decide that you want to start this company.
Yep.
How difficult was it? I know, like, everyone with their besties, I can't even count the amount of businesses my best friends and I have like said we're going to start.
Yeah.
But you guys actually took action. You made it happen.
Yeah.
How was it?
To be honest, gosh, I guess when you look back at certain things, you're like, oh, that kind of sucked or that was hard. But you just put one foot in front of the other. And I think it helps to work with somebody else, right? Because like when I'm down, she pulls me up and vice versa. And if we're both down, well, we're down together. So it, you know.
Yes. But you're both up, you're up together.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So.
And I think we're both doers. We work in our strengths. Like like Danielle had said, I'm more of the creative. I feel like I'm the, like all of these ideas. And then she keeps me grounded of like, okay, great idea, but we still have A, B, C, and D to do.
Yes.
Before we get to that idea, right? So it's good to have a mixture of both because you have one person that like sees the big vision and then the doer and all of that together. I think every single day is just a matter of what's the next thing that we need to do to move our business forward? What's the next thing? What do we need to get done today to just keep us getting closer and closer to that vision? And so, I
think a lot of people kind of get stuck on like, and don't get me wrong, I love goal setting, but I think a lot of people get stuck on it in the perfection of this is the order and this is the timeline and all of that, when in reality,
right,
like she said, like you just put like what's next, what do we have to do next,
right?
You know,
just a good old fashioned to-do list.
And putting one step
on repeat.
on repeat, and putting one foot in front of the other, like what's next, just gets the ball rolling and getting it moving without waiting for it to be perfect. It's better. Right. We've realized like we've taken missteps, but it's better to take those steps and miss some of the things, you know, not hitting the bullseye, but you're still moving forward.
Right. And taking the steps fast because then you don't really fall on your face. You just, right? You just keep stepping. You're like, oh, okay, I'm still standing.
We're here. Yeah.
I am the biggest fan of just execution. Whenever people ask me how ever I've been able to reach a goal or something, I'm like, I just executed. And especially like in this business, we were even talking before this, we were having trouble with the microphones. I was like, there's always going to be a problem.
Yep.
Something's always going to go wrong. But if you let that stop you from executing that day, like you hardly ever get things done.
Right.
Absolutely.
So you guys start this, you know, how does one in Michigan, you know, source beef tallow? As I don't know how much you guys can say on like your products and all that, but what can you share about how they're made, how you're sourcing this tallow?
Yeah. So when we first started, it was clunky in the very beginning. We were, my goodness, going and finding beef fat and suet from farmers and heating it up my entire kitchen. I mean, my husband,
her house smelled like beef.
It was so bad.
Does it? I mean, it just smells like straight beef. Yeah,
When
Think of
you're
like
making
your
it,
grandma
not
cooking a
after.
roast beef
all the time.
every single day
Okay, that was your
for
house.
weeks on end. Yes.
It smells pretty good, but okay.
Well, yeah, after about day 2, you're like, I think we should skip those leftovers.
Yes.
So I mean that's how we started. It was clunky. We were making, beef tallow and filtering it and trying to figure out all these different methods of filtering it and how to get the roast beef, the smell out. And we were lab testing to figure out, okay, like there's different methods of preparation. What's the best way to have tallow skincare that has, the highest fatty acid profile, which is all the skin benefits, right?
Mhm.
That we weren't just cooking all of the good things out for your skin. So there was a lot of trial and error. We have probably made
Mm.
hundreds and hundreds of formulations.
Yeah.
We have had our friends smell them, try them.
We would go to our dinners
Oh my
with friends.
I want to
pass
be
out
your
samples.
tester.
It was literally just jars on
Yeah.
a table.
Oh, that's like the dream job.
Try this, sniff this. What do you
Yeah.
think? And we've had some blunders, but yeah, so we went through like hundreds of formulations, and then we have made thousands of jars,
Yes.
thousands and thousands and thousands of jars of tallow. So yeah,
Yeah, you guys are making this. It's not a lab. It's you
so
guys.
initially
in the
we started
beginning.
making it
Okay.
ourselves, and then as we grew, there were different certifications that you have to meet. So
Mhm.
to get into some bigger retail and things like that, you need to have different certifications of just like safety practices and things like that. So
Yeah.
we've had to do a mixture of both and then kind of gravitate towards working with somebody, but we're really picky. And
Yeah, that I feel like
Yeah.
that's one of our biggest challenges.
yes, scaling with keeping quality.
Mm.
And working with other business owners, businesses. I think
Yeah.
it's been difficult because we were working in skincare and customer service for 15 years before. We just assumed that people who have companies and businesses have good customer service, meaning communication, and do what they say they're going to do in the time that they tell you. Don't overpromise and underdeliver, right?
Right.
And so for me, that's been and I know you too, but it's been a hurdle to like, what?
Yeah.
And when we do
yes.
things, we do it,
Mhm.
and we're fast at it. We want it done. We're not going to sit on
Right.
something. So that's been a challenge.
And I think it's hard too because we are just like doers and we want to check things off our to-do list and move forward. That when you're waiting on other people,
It's rough.
I relate to you girls so much.
Yeah.
Yes,
You're
it's
like,
very
"Come on."
difficult. Yeah, you're like, let's
You're like,
just
"Let
do it
me-
now.
let me
do
do
Yes.
it."
Yes. Yeah.
Let me do
and
it
I feel
for
like
you.
as women and even like as moms, you can like juggle so many things
Yeah.
and there's always just a million things like in play.
Yes.
And you get good at it. You
Mhm.
just get good at
I think a lot of women can relate to that.
Yeah.
You talked as well about not wanting to cook the nutrients or the fats out.
Yeah.
I really want to dive into that. You talked about beef tallow,
Yeah.
how that helped your daughter. What are the benefits in general of tallow? What is that nutrients?
Yeah.
Great question. So, like Lauren said, the benefits are the fatty acids.
Mhm.
Tallow is actually the closest thing to our skin's own sebum, so our skin's own oils, than anything else out there. So that's the benefits. You're getting a product that works with your skin, not for your skin. And so when you talk about like balancing your oils, balancing the pH level to what it's supposed to be, that's what tallow does. The fatty acids help repair the skin barrier. All skin issues are from a skin barrier issue, and so it's very healing for your skin. And and we'll talk about like individual products later, I'm sure, but what I love is that tallow is for all skin because it mimics your own skin's oils. So like I have dry prone skin and she has oily prone or acne prone skin.
Yep.
And we use the same product
Yeah.
Wow.
for the last over 2 years.
Yep.
Can I say too, both of you guys, your skin is glowing.
you.
I'm guessing this is what you use.
Yes.
Both of you have like the most
Yes.
gorgeous skin.
Thanks.
I'm super acne prone. I
Me
have
too.
rosacea, just like super sensitive skin in particular on my face. So I've always been very interested in beef tallow, but I'm nervous to put anything
know.
on my face. I get
that's
nervous.
How I was.
Okay,
I'm
tell me
like,
about it.
listen, I mean, even at the age of 16, I had tried all the things. So I was,
16 was rough.
yeah, I'm like,
We had some acne at 16.
that was an awkward
Yeah.
stage of life.
Yes.
So I mean, I tried things like Accutane. I've tried all the benzoyl peroxide and salicylic
Oh girl, I
acid.
had so much
mean,
benzoyl peroxide.
I know.
The Proactive knockoff.
Yes.
It was like 4 steps, just scrubbing my face raw. Yeah.
St. Ives scrub. I'm like, if you
Yes.
can't, yeah, you just scrub it off, right? Till
Yes,
it's nice and
exactly,
raw
until
and
you're
almost
bright red.
If
bleeding.
it burns, it's good.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I had tried all the things. I was like lived at the dermatologist, it felt like.
Yeah.
And you know, like as a woman and as just like going through teenage years, it's embarrassing. It's definitely a confidence knocker for so many people. And
Oh, absolutely.
and then you get into your adult years and you're like, I still have this going on. So
Isn't that some BS?
yeah,
In my 30s, I'm like, why are we having acne in our
know.
30s?
I know.
I thought this was supposed to be gone.
And then some people, they don't even wash their face. Like they
I
shower
wanna talk
and
about
the
it.
water touches.
I
They're
wanna
like,
talk
shampoo
about
is
it.
my cleanser. I'm like, what?
It makes me so angry.
know.
But you use beef tallow.
Yeah, I use only beef tallow.
Okay, tell me about it. So it's not doing anything to your acne.
Yeah, so I was actually so nervous because so with my daughter, right, her eczema went away. And then I was like, man, this is so good because tallow as a skincare base, it's not, most of the skincare out there, the base will be water or it will be
Mineral oil.
petroleum. Yeah, or mineral oil. And so having a base of your skincare that has so many skin benefits is already a huge win. But again, the idea of slathering my face with fat when you're
Scary.
acne prone is like so scary. So then I just did a ton of research and I just started slow using tallow on my face. And then my face kept getting better and better and better.
Well, and then she told me, like, we got to do this one. So how our product started was we started a product for eczema, for the kids' eczema.
Yeah.
And actually, a couple weeks after we were formulating, my daughter's eczema flared up as well. And she didn't have eczema since she was like little. And so she was like 8 at the time. So I'm like, where did this come from? And so, and in a place that she never had it before in her elbows. And so 3 days of using the product, it was gone.
Wow.
And I was like,
it's crazy.
And I've struggled with eczema as a kid myself, sleeping with Vaseline covered gardening gloves on top, like trying to soothe it. And so I was like, okay, I'm a believer now. So I think I needed that little piece for me
it's
too.
It's like meant to be that you kind of both went through that, so you would both have that story.
And then after our kids,
after the tallow for the eczema, then we made something for the kids for all the time because we're like, why do our kids need 500 products?
My daughter was 5 months old.
Yes.
So then I didn't want to put anything on her other than tallow. So basically we made a cloud cream, so an all over body lotion for the kids. And I use that as like diaper rash, cradle cap.
I was going to say, so you're not using anything for cradle cap, diaper rash, anything like that? You're using tallow?
Yeah, our tallow.
And the tallow that we made for the kids and the babies, it's no essential oils. So we infuse the herbs, kind of like big tea bags, while we're rendering the tallow. So all the benefits are in it without having to add the essential oils that you don't want.
And essential oils can be
ones.
great, but for littles, it's their skin hasn't fully
be a
developed.
little harsh.
So so you want to make it as gentle as possible.
So then that's when we came out with the Ageless, which is the facial tallow that we use. She was like, I've been trying this. And I was like,
okay,
I don't know, because I'm not going to stand behind something unless I use it and believe in it too, right? And I was like, okay, fine. I'm going to put beef fat on my face. But I did a before and after because you have to, or it's so hard to see a difference just looking in the mirror, right? And I, right here, like what
the smile lines. Yeah.
And I was like, it
It's
was
so crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy.
And I used to like $400 facial line before.
Right. You girls were in skincare.
Daily, morning and night. And I was like, if I can see a difference in using this for 1 week, it's insane. So our skin has never looked better than it does right now in beef tallow.
And then we also had different laundry lists of what we wanted this to do for our skin. So she was like, well, I have dry skin and sensitive skin. I said, well, I have acne prone skin and oily skin, but how can we make something that will work for both of us? And
then we're like, well, what if we could make it one product?
Yeah.
Instead of a ton, save time. So
we did it.
We
Yeah.
did. And it touches all the things. So.
Yeah.
And surprisingly, it's actually our number one bestseller by threefold.
Oh yeah. Because we
So
really went into this thinking we want to have skincare for the kids, for eczema, and that will be like our niche. Like that will be the market we hone in on. And then we released our ageless, and that just by threefold was our number one seller. So
it's crazy.
it is, again, so funny how your own customer base and people finding you, the customers lead you to your next product if you listen to them. So you can see that, come through.
So are you both, is that all you use is beef tallow?
That's it.
You guys got to post more pictures of yourselves on the Instagram because your skin is so good.
What are those memes where it's like, become a business owner, they said, and you're like, this person and that person in marketing, and we're trying, but we need to put some more videos.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have that product. What's the name of it? In the cloud.
Ageless Cloud Cream.
Ageless Cloud Cream. Just walk us through all of your products and what they do.
Sure. So I'll start with the Ageless because it's the top one that we have really. So the Ageless Cloud Cream is obviously tallow-based. It's grass-fed, grass-finished tallow, which there are lots of tallows out there right now. And I love it. I love to see things go in the more natural realm. If all skincare was tallow, I would be happy, But for us, because we're a little bit of perfectionists, we were like, we need it to be the best of the best. And so we third-party lab tested all of the different types of tallow and all of the different rendering methods. So
what are the different types of tallow?
So there's just tallow, like what do they call it? Starts with the C. Anyhow, conventional.
Like,
thank you.
Like,
it's just conventional tallow.
When you're buying a steak at the supermarket, right? So you can just get conventional meat, or you can get grass-fed, grass-finished, right? Or you can get, all the different.
So you can
grades.
get tallow from a cow that, I mean, this is not the happy
with
truth.
Hormones
with hormones, who was chained up, who didn't move. Or you can get tallow from a cow that was free range, ate grass, no hormones.
Grass-fed, grass-finished.
Which obviously you
no
want
antibiotics, no
the
hormones.
healthy cow.
Yeah.
Exactly. Pasture-raised.
Everything you put on your skin absorbs into your body. So we wanted our skincare to be healthy. So grass-fed, grass-finished, dry rendered. And then the ingredients that we came up with was sea buckthorn oil, which if you know in the skincare like ingredient world, sea buckthorn oil is a great natural ingredient that helps with fine lines and wrinkles. So that was one of our things on our bucket list for skincare. And then we have blue tansy in it.
I love blue tansy. So good for redness.
It is.
And sensitive skin.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
And then we put some rosehip oil in there because that will help with if you have old acne scarring or discoloration like age spots, sunspots, that will help with that too. And then we added some frankincense. It has a very light citrusy smell. It's so good.
I smell it.
Yes, of course.
This is it,
that's
right?
the blue one.
And
then what's really neat too is we are super careful too because it's skincare for your face to make sure it's low on the comedogenic scale. So that is what is going to make you break out, right?
Right.
So what we're seeing is a lot of people will mix olive oil or coconut oil in with tallow. And although those are amazing natural ingredients.
Pore clogging.
Exactly. So on your face, they're going to be very comedogenic. Exactly.
Yeah. So when we get one of the most common questions is this going to make me break out? The short answer is tallow won't make you break out. But the long answer is it can, depending on what carrier oils they use with it. So.
Okay. And that's a big factor on why yours does not.
Right. And why we use jojoba oil.
You know what I'd love to touch on as well? I have so many questions for you girls because I'm just so into what it is that you do. What are your thoughts? I mean, you talk about how you are more holistic. What are your thoughts about how the way an animal was treated and then you ingesting it or putting on your face then affects you? Because you said that you seek out animals that are treated ethically, free range. Sure. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's, a healthy, happy cow, you're going to have the most nutrient dense products for yourself, right? And so animals that are holistically treated, even for if we don't use obviously sick animals, but if, that they don't have antibiotics and they're not just like injected with all of these hormones to make a bigger animal or whatever, it is super important. And, you know, people always say you are what you eat, but also you are, and you absorb what you put on your skin. So the reality is when you're putting things on your skin, whether it be a chemical or, you know, something from an animal even, you can absorb that. So you have to be super careful.
And I'm not a vegan by any means, but I am all for treating animals humanely too. That's really important. And using all of the animal. Our ancestors used to use tallow way back a long time ago. They used it for, skincare to cooking oils, soaps. They used it for a ton of things. And now it's coming back. And I'm happy because it honestly was just wasted animal byproducts before. So it's having a use that it's good for too.
Exactly.
I think we are seeing a really big wave of people trying, like we got so far away from it, people trying to get more back to basics when it comes to skincare, like weightlifting, their diet, things like that. Sure. You guys spent so long in the skincare industry and now you're doing tallow. What are your thoughts when you look at traditional skincare? I mean, I try to keep it simple, but I still got 4 steps. You know what I mean? I got my vitamin C. I have like an acid for my rosacea, my moisturizer. What are your thoughts on all of that?
Well, I have some thoughts, but I know you do too. I think we just don't know what we don't know too, right? And in a world of like information overload, it is hard to be like look at every aspect of your life. Is my clothing cotton? Is my, you can get down this huge rabbit hole. So I would say, and it's what's sold to us too. So I get it. I get that people use conventional skincare. I did too. But I think what you need to realize is it's not the more ingredients, the better. It's not the more expensive, the better. You have to look at the quality. And if people can take away one thing from this podcast on healthy skincare, it's don't use anything with mineral oil or petroleum base, which is the same thing, because it clogs your pores. And that's probably, it's probably in, I would say 80, wouldn't you say about 80% of skincare, conventional skincare on the market, even the really great stuff, because it's a cheap filler, but it clogs your pores. So I would definitely, just one thing at a time, move in the direction that you can. And skincare is a great place to start moving into the healthy realm of things. So.
Yeah. And it is funny because once you start getting into some products that you really love and your skin responds to very well, you'll notice that you don't need as many products. So that's been really cool, even for me as a mom, because I'm busy. It's been amazing to simplify.
Yeah.
And to just have just a couple products sitting on my counter.
I'm in the bathroom for way too long, if I'm honest.
You
got to wait for everything to dry in between.
I know. And then you're holding
it's like a nightly thing. I'm in there for way too long. Yeah. So you guys are using tallow on your face. Are you using it on your bodies as well? Is that the only thing you're using?
Head to toe.
The only thing I use.
Wow.
That's it. It's been amazing. And
it's
my
like
whole family. That's all we use.
Same. And it's funny because every week, and now we have a team too, and you met them at the event.
So sweet.
They're
amazing girls.
They found us. They're we just instantly connected with them at an event, and then they're just they're doing amazing.
They really are. But we have this group chat going, and it's like, oh, I found this use for tallow, and there's just so many uses for it.
Are you cooking with it?
Yeah, I cook with it.
Okay.
Not the skincare one, but yes.
Yes, the skincare one. And then we didn't get through too. So you have like the face tallow. Are there any other ones that we didn't cover?
So we have our core 3. So the skincare one is the one that I had talked about. And then the other 2 are the tallow and honey balm and the unscented. So the unscented is the one we make for the kids. That's jojoba oil infused with marshmallow root and lavender herbs.
You guys have the best ingredients.
Thanks.
For a skincare junkie, I'm like nodding my head.
Yes. Yeah. And you want to share
and
the
those
tallow
are,
honey.
well, and then the unscented is really cool too because we infuse the herbs right into the tallow. So you're getting all of the plant resin, which is all the skin healing properties of lavender and marshmallow root. So it's super healing. So, and I love that for diaper rash actually, because tallow being an occlusive, meaning it's an oil based, It actually just repels water. So it's phenomenal for that. It's phenomenal for so many things. We have a giant laundry list of all the uses of tallow. Have you guys seen My Big Fat Greek Wedding, the movie?
I love that
yeah.
movie.
Where they put Windex on everything?
Yeah.
It's like the same thing. We're just like, yeah, tallow, just put some tallow on it.
Yeah. My nephew was like, I have a bug bite. I'm like, put some tallow on. He rolled his eyes. And then an hour later, he came back. He's like, can you put on my other one?
He's learning.
Exactly.
What are some of the things that you guys are hearing from moms? Because so many moms are trying to be more natural, and obviously you care so much about what you put on your kid.
Yeah. What's
some of the most common feedback that you get?
Well, my favorite is the before and afters that our customers send us. I love to see it. I think the ones that stand out to me most are the eczema before and afters on little kids. We just got one yesterday.
And actually I was at a vendor event at Raven Oaks by me, and it's like a really cute organic farmers market. And she came up to me and she was like, I have to tell you, I got the Tallow and Honey Balm, and her daughter, I think is two. And she's like, look at these pictures. And I couldn't believe it because her daughter had such red, inflamed, scabby skin. And it just, within like 2 days, it was so much better. And that's amazing because as a mom, you feel so bad for your kids when they're miserable and they have, just skin issues that won't go away, or it's really hard for them to sleep at night because they're so itchy and dry and it hurts. So that's the biggest, just people's testimonials of what, our skincare has done for their skin is just huge. And we don't take the credit. It's tallow. Right. It's just, we're back to
good stuff. We're just helping it get out there.
Exactly.
So. You guys are doing an amazing job.
Thanks.
Your company is already flourishing. You have so many people who love it and have these stories. Do you have any thoughts about the future? Do you have like new products you'd like to create, or is it really just building upon what you have?
Well, I think we got a little excited for a while there.
Yes.
And so we were like, this product. And we kind of had to reel it back in a little bit just to get all the other things in place that you need to for a business, right? And narrow in our focus. But now that we've done that, we've actually fulfilled our largest order that we've had yet. So August 1st, you'll see us in some stores. Now that we've like put a big hurdle over us, now we're like, okay, what do we want to do next? Yeah. So we do have some products that we want to come up with.
And a lot of it is feedback just from our existing customer base. So, certain products that, we thought were like, oh, let's make this, or, it's shifted a little bit. We're getting a lot of feedback that people would love things like a cleanser, like a tallow-based cleanser, or an eye cream.
That's my first vote.
Eye cream, I think, is great too, with just a little caffeine in it. Just a little wake me up. So it's we'll have to sit down and really, we have a list of things that we want to make. So eventually, basically having this full, tallow-based skincare system where ideally we want someone to be able to come to our website and they don't have to product check or like ingredient check. They're just like, yep, this is good stuff. And then they pick and choose what's best for their skincare needs. And you can make it as simple as you want, or if you want a little under eye oomph, you can get, an eye cream.
That's fantastic. I'm excited for you guys.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, so after starting your own business, we've talked about your journey and how you guys are just killing it. What would be your advice for other people who are listening and they're looking to do the same?
I had so many ideas.
Yeah.
It's just you're like, just come get dinner with us.
You're gonna have like a line of girls wanting to eat with you.
Okay,
the roast beef kitchen.
Yes.
There's a lot. I think just get started, like we talked about too.
And
just do it. Just, check one thing off, plug away at it all the time. But I think the people really matter. If it's something that maybe someone hasn't started their entrepreneurship journey yet, it's finding the right people, but know that once you get started, those people will find you and you'll be led to those people, if that makes sense. And sometimes you'll be introduced and you'll bring on board some people that don't work out and cut them faster. Don't let them linger.
There you go.
So,
I think also too is you can analyze everything to death and then you start disbelief starts to creep in.
Yes.
And I'm just a big advocate for, if you have the nudge, if you have the urge, if you have this idea or dream or whatever it may be inside you, you just got to go for it, because it's not going to leave you alone. And that's where
And it's
I
there for a
sat.
reason. Yeah.
And that's why I had the idea of Tallow Me Pretty, because I believed in tallow so much, and the idea lived in my head probably way too long. But it like wouldn't go away. So just do it. Just do it. And you'll figure it out. Jump. What do they say? Jump and you'll build a parachute or something.
I don't know, something like
just
that.
do it.
Yeah.
You know how often I actually think that Nike has the best catchphrase? Because
Yeah,
I'm
just
always
do it.
thinking, just do it.
Yes.
It's so good.
Yeah.
All right. So a girl walks into here right now and she is looking for skincare advice, but you can only give her one tip. What's the tip?
Oh, the tip?
What's the one tip? If you have a girl come in here and she's like, please give me advice, you can only tell her one thing. What are you telling her?
Buy the Ageless.
Exactly.
It's all
Sure,
the tips
yes.
in there. It's all in one jar.
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, well,
Yeah.
just get the Ageless.
Simplify.
Not that it's a product. Yeah, but that would be the tip. Like,
The tip is simplify
Yep.
and find something that works with your skin.
Mhm.
You know, stop trying to battle it. I feel like, and I'm sure you guys can relate vice versa, but I grew up with dry skin. So I would find things that, oh, this is extra moisturizing or this is for dry skin. And what happens is you're giving yourself extra moisture and extra oils. So our bodies are smart, right? So it says stop producing oil.
Yes.
You know, and it just keeps this vicious cycle
and then
going.
products fight each other that you don't realize. So being acne prone, you know, I would be on a cleanser that would totally strip my skin's oils.
Mhm.
And then my skin would go crazy dry, right? And you're like, oh, my acne's clearing up. But then a week later, you'd be like an oil slick.
Yeah.
And then your acne would come back. So it's like this vicious cycle of making sure your products don't fight each other, because you're going to be worse off, you know, all the things. Yeah.
Some good advice.
Yeah.
So pimp yourself out. Where can we find you? Everyone's going to want to hear about this. So where can they follow you? All the good things.
So our website, tallow-me-pretty.com. And then we're on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, just Tallow Me Pretty.
All the places.
Thank you for
Thank
having
you.
us.
Yeah, thank you for coming on Water Your Garden. And you got a new fan. Just looking at your faces, I'm like, I got to get that tallow on mine.
We brought some gifts for you.
Yeah.
Oh,
We'll
thank
hook
you.
up.